What is going on, guys? Hope you guys are doing extremely well today. I got a great one for you guys. We are going to, and this is geared towards you new investors. We got basically what I'm going to do is save you guys the hassle of doing the homework, but I do really recommend that you go by and do some little bit of research for yourself, because I cannot be the one that you blame if something doesn't work out. But I've done plenty of research. I've been in crypto for a few years now, and I've been learning by a lot of major players in crypto. Jake Gordon, shout out to him. And as a matter of fact, if you'd like to actually learn, because Jake Gordon has a private community that if you guys are interested in joining, it's super exciting, very informational. There's tons and tons that you can learn from this community. It's a private community that Jake put together, and there is a lot of knowledge of community members that are in there that have crypto experience, that have tons of lessons. There's actually modules that you could go in and learn a lot about YouTube, crypto, e-commerce. It's very valuable. I really enjoy that community. So if you guys want, go ahead and check out at Jake Gordon Crypto, I believe it is. You could grab one of his links. I'll see if I could drop his link down in my description so you guys can check it out, guys. But very valuable for you if you're new to crypto, or you're new to wanting to make YouTube videos and stuff like that. Very valuable information in there. I'll go ahead and drop that in my description so you guys will have that. All right, so let's get started, guys. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to jump in and we're going to pick some projects, right? So I got about 5 projects that are right now sitting under a buck. So they're all under $1. So what we're going to do is try to get the most gains that we can to get you guys into the game, right? The game of crypto. So this is geared towards new investors, like I said, with not tons of money. And also, you know, if you guys have already been invested in crypto, you guys may want to consider looking at your portfolio, revisiting. You know, make sure you guys are not, you know, a lot of people get the misunderstanding that you need tons and tons of cryptocurrencies in your portfolio to make some money, but honestly that's going to cause a lot of damage to your portfolio. You always want to stick to about roughly 5 or 6 coins at the most, especially if you're investing in something like 5 grand or something like that. You know, because it gets you spread it out too much, and then your gains are really not that recognized, because there's not a lot of money into a certain project. The other thing is that the more spread you are, that the chances are that, you know, some of the projects that you may have picked can go to zero, and you're going to end up winding up in a sad place. So I'm trying to prevent that, guys. So basically what I've done is I put together a little strategy, but we're going to talk in depth on how to prepare ourselves to look forward to the bull run as well, and what that looks like. If you guys don't know or understand how that works, we're going to cover that in this video. We're also going to cover strategy. Keep it simple for you guys. We're not going to go do a breakdown mathematically, you know, the type of stuff that we do on the back end, but we're going to give you the simple information. Well, I'm going to give you the simple information on how to do this. All right, guys, so I hope you guys enjoy this one. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like button. If you guys want, go ahead and subscribe. But definitely, if you guys have any questions throughout the video, just make sure you drop them in the comments. I will definitely get to your comment and make sure that I answer it to the best of my ability, or I do have resources that could help me answer those questions that I can't answer. So I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. So let's get into it, guys. 5 cryptos under a buck, but we're going to turn that into a 6-figure strategy, guys. All right, I'm going all in with you. Here we go. All right, guys, so hopefully I didn't get you guys thrown off with that I'm going all in with you thing. That means I'm going all in you guys out here that are watching this video, that are actually taking your precious time to watch. You know, time is very critical and essential to people, and I am very appreciative that you actually took the time to watch this. So what I meant is I'm going all in for you guys. I'm going to put in the work and do what I need to do to make sure, do my due diligence to get you guys at least on the right track, so you guys have an understanding of how this should work. All right, so first thing that we need to do is we need to understand exactly how much time do we have. So if you have not gone into crypto, you want to understand how much time you have until this bull run comes, right? So if we look historically, this is the sign. This has always been the trigger historically for the bull run, and that's essentially the Bitcoin halving. So I really won't go into too much detail behind the Bitcoin halving, because that's like just so much information that I don't want to just get you guys lost. I want to stay on the foundation that we're trying to build off of this content. So what the Bitcoin halving has done is it triggers the bull run, and this generally comes about four to 6 months after the halving occurs, right? So right now we're sitting in September, roughly around the 20th, 20 something, I don't know right off the top of my head, but This halving is coming 2024, which is next year in April. So that puts us roughly about 7 to 9 months to prepare ourselves to actually become, you know, to get us out of our situations, right? So, and people invest, right? People invest to get out of situations, and I totally get it. I understand, because I've been there. I understand it. So I think like the best thing that you can do is understand what that cycle looks like, what that Bitcoin halving, when it occurs, when it triggers, and why it triggers. You know, these types of things are important so that as we continue on, and trust me guys, this is a cryptocurrency revolution, and it's combined with Web3 technology and AI. So if you guys are understanding, crypto's not going to go nowhere because number one, it supports Web3, and number two, it supports AI. So these are very, very intriguing things that have been coming up, you know, back and forth. Today I just seen an article about the first person that's going to get a Neuralink implanted in him by Elon Musk. So I mean, things are crazy. Technology is going crazy, guys. So I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's coming. So crypto's not going nowhere. But what I want to do is get you guys geared up, get your feet wet to understand how these cycles work. Okay, so right now our first thought is we have 7 to 9 months to build the best portfolio that we can. And if you don't have a lot of money, this is where your technical parts come into play, right? So what are you going to do? What is the best plan for you to make sure in this next 7 to 9 months that you get to that $5,000 investment? Okay, so what I'm going to do now is kind of cover basically a couple different things that you could do to get there. Okay, so the first thing that I want to try to introduce to you guys, if you guys don't already know, it's a strategy called dollar cost averaging. Now this is one of the most effective and powerful strategies that there is in cryptocurrency. Why? Because markets fluctuate, they go up and down. So there are good times in the market and there are bad times, right? So we know that there's bull markets and we know that there's bear markets. So the most important thing is to understand where you currently are at in this market. And today, guys, we are in a bear market. So we are kind of going back to 2021, at the end of 2021, November, December. That's where we pretty much finished off our bull run and we started to decrease into this bear market. Unfortunately, this bear market has took a toll on many people because this thing has been extended. This market has extended beyond the normal historical extensions of bear markets. So we've been in it for a tough time. A lot of people in and out of crypto. But honestly, guys, this is exactly the perfect time to be in and to get into cryptocurrency, because these cryptocurrencies are at such a low price right now that, you know, you got the upper hand on other people because other people bought the same cryptos that you could potentially buy. So if you bought Jasmine coin today, it's 0.003 per coin. All right, per token. People bought this a year ago and it was sitting at about $1 something per coin. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. It's not that Jasmine project lost the value. Every single cryptocurrency has lost a significant value, roughly about 80%. The average of every bull market peaks at who knows what, but generally the average of every bear market, it means that every coin is potentially going to lose up to about 80 to 90% of its value from the bull market top. Okay, so that's another important thing for you to understand, is that every time we come out of a bull market, plan on your project or whatever you're invested in losing about 80% to 90% of its value. Okay, especially if it's not one of the top 10 that hold. So these are another important things when you're purchasing into cryptocurrency. But like I said, guys, we are at a point where it is the best time to get in because these cryptos are so low. So with that being said, you have the dollar cost average strategy, which is basically, we know that we have 7 to 9 months ahead of us, but we have to do this relentlessly, guys. We have to actually dollar cost average relentlessly. And the way to get yourself into that habit is how bad do you want to change your life? How bad do you want to make a difference in what your situation is? How bad do you want to get out from where you're at to a better place? Now, if you're extremely new to crypto, this video is valuable to you guys, and all I'm asking for is a like button. But I've basically set aside all the work that you have to do, and I'm going to lay out these 5 cryptocurrencies that are very popular, that have a lot of utility behind them, a lot of potential. And I basically put this portfolio together for you guys to minimize most of your risks. So you got to do your part and figure out how relentlessly you can dollar cost average, meaning that you're going to put a consistent amount on a weekly basis or a bi-weekly basis or a monthly basis. But I don't recommend doing it monthly because so many things change, guys. And to top it all off, this is a key nugget right here. I'm going to drop a gold nugget for you guys. October looks like it's potentially going to be a bloody mess for the crypto market. That means that coins are going to drop to lows that they haven't seen in a while. Okay, probably a few months back when, or maybe even 6 to 7 months back when the crypto market hit its all-time low, we may see some coins get down to those potentials. Now, I'm not saying that it is, but I'm just putting that out there. So that's an extreme plus for you. You have the upper hand with that. So knowing that information and knowing that you may just be getting started, that's the best information that you could probably take out of this video. All right, so we're going to get into actually looking at what we're going to do. Let's put the plan together for the next 7 to 9 months. And basically we're going to go through some projects that are under $1, and I'm going to bring some potential values from those. And that is for you. All right, guys, so let's get into that part over the course of the next 7 months. Okay, so basically what we did is we put it together doing a bi-weekly dollar cost average of $350. Over the course of 1 to 5 months, it'll be $350 for those first deposits into the project. When you hit that 6th and 7th month, it drops down to $300 to give you a final value of $1,000 per project, and that's a total of 5 cryptocurrency projects. All right, guys, now that we took a look at the dollar cost averaging structure that I put together, you could actually play with that and you could adjust the values. But what you want to do is allocate $1,000 to each project, and however you get to that point, you know, in the next 7 to 9 months is totally up to you. You could use that structure and build it the way you want to, or you could, you know, whatever fits your budget. And it doesn't necessarily have to mean it has to be 5,000, but these are going to be the dollar amounts that I'm going to utilize in these crypto projects. So we're going to go into the crypto projects and put it into perspective, so you could see what the return on investments will look like, and you can have an idea of what you're going to be rewarded with. All right, so I'm going to actually break it down in there, so you will see the project name, the investment, how many tokens you'll be holding, and what levels to try to sell at. So I'm going to have a high value, and then possibly a low value, and maybe a mid value, so you could have an idea of where you want to take profits at. So it's all going to be geared on how much risk you're willing to take, but generally I'll give you the most safest exits to gain the most amount of money that you can. All right, so those are going to come now. So hope you guys enjoyed it. All right, here we go.